Welcome back to CU Coin Value. Today, we're diving into the fascinating top 5 Jefferson nickel old coin history and potential value of the 1999 D Jefferson nickel. Could this humble 5-cent coin be hiding some serious value? Let's find out. First, let's talk about the history of this coin. The Jefferson nickel series has been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. This series honors Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence. The 1999 D Jefferson nickel was minted in Denver and features the iconic design by Felix Schlag. On the obverse, you see Jefferson's portrait, while the reverse displays his home, Monticello. By 1999, this design had already been in use for over 60 years, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. The 1999 D Jefferson nickel was part of the standard coin production by the U.S. Mint to meet the needs of everyday commerce. In 1999, the U.S. economy was thriving, and there was high demand for coins in circulation. Now, let's address the big question: why is this coin significant? For most 1999 D Jefferson nickels, their value lies in their historical context and design. But in some cases, rare mint errors or coins in pristine condition can make them far more valuable. Now, let's talk value. Is the 1999 D Jefferson nickel worth big money? For the average coin in circulated condition, it's usually worth its face value, just 5 cents. But the story changes for coins in mint state or those with errors. Coins graded MS 65 or higher by professional grading services can sell for $547 to $13,647, and those with unique errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks, can go for $5,364 or more depending on rarity and demand. The maximum value for a 1999 D Jefferson nickel can be significant if it's a rare error coin or in exceptionally high grade. For example, some error coins have been known to sell for upwards of $16,380 or more at auction. However, the most realistic high-end price for a flawless, professionally graded 1999 D nickel is around $2,036 to $5,038. It's yes the most valuable coin, but it's definitely worth keeping an eye out for special features. So, is the 1999 D Jefferson nickel a treasure in your pocket? For most, it's a simple reminder of American history. But if you have one in exceptional condition or with an error, it could bring in some extra cash. Remember, the true value of any coin depends on condition, rarity, and demand. Always consider getting your coin graded by a professional if you think it's special. Next up, today's video, we're diving into the 1993 P Jefferson nickel. Could this coin become a future treasure? How much is it worth today? And what makes it stand out in U.S. coin history? Stay tuned to find out. First, let's take a look at the history of the Jefferson nickel. This design was introduced in 1938, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. The coin was designed by Felix Schlag and has remained one of the most recognizable coins in American currency. Now, let's zoom into the 1993 P Jefferson nickel. The PIN mint mark tells us it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. That year, over 663 million nickels were struck at this facility, making it a very common coin in circulation. But does its abundance affect its value? Let's find out. The current value of a 1993 P Jefferson nickel heavily depends on its condition. In circulated condition, this coin is worth its face value, just 5 cents. However, if you have an uncirculated coin in pristine condition, you're looking at a value of about $25 to $5,063. For collectors, the key to higher value is finding coins in mint state grades, specifically MS 65 or above. Such coins can fetch up to $6,676 or more at auctions. Additionally, errors like double die strikes or off-center minting can increase the coin's value significantly, potentially into the $5,460 to $9,366 range. Now, could this coin become valuable in the future? While the 1993 P Jefferson nickel is not rare today, the future value will depend on a few factors. 1. Rarity. If large numbers of these coins are damaged or lost over time, the remaining examples could increase in value. 2. Error coins. The discovery of more rare errors could spark collector interest. 3. Market demand. As interest in Jefferson nickels grows, even common coins like this one might gain higher demand. That said, unless you have a high-grade or error coin, don't expect the 1993 P Jefferson nickel to see dramatic value increases anytime soon. At this time, the maximum value for a 1993 P Jefferson nickel is around $4,677 for a mint state coin and up to $4,935 for an extraordinary error variety. If you're looking to sell, your best bet is to have the coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A verified grade can significantly boost your chances of getting the best price from collectors. So, while the 1993 P Jefferson nickel may not be the most valuable coin today, it's still an important part of U.S. coinage history. Whether you're collecting for fun or hoping for future gains, every coin has a story to tell. Who knows? A rare error or pristine coin in your collection could surprise you someday. Next up, the 1990 P Jefferson nickel. Could this coin hold a hidden value that collectors are willing to pay big bucks for? Let's find out. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin pays tribute to Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, and features his portrait on the obverse. The reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia home. In 1990, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Jefferson nickels. The P mint mark indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. But what makes this coin special? Its historical significance lies in its consistent design and role in American coinage. Over 583 million 1990 P Jefferson nickels were minted. That's a huge number, which means this coin is exactly rare. It's composed of a copper-nickel alloy, which was standard for 5-cent coins of the era. So, what's this coin worth today? In circulated condition, the 1990 P Jefferson nickel is usually worth face value, just 5 cents. However, if your coin is in mint state or uncirculated, it could fetch anywhere from $363 to $2,463, and if it's a certified MS-65 or higher, you might see values up to $4,772. But here's the kicker: errors or varieties, like double strikes or misplaced mint marks, can skyrocket the value. These are rare, though, so check your coin carefully. Are collectors interested in the 1990 P Jefferson nickel? Absolutely. While it's a rare coin, enthusiasts still look for high-quality examples and error coins. If you have a pristine specimen, collectors could be willing to pay more. The Jefferson nickel was created to honor Thomas Jefferson's legacy and has been a cornerstone of U.S. coinage for decades. The 1990 version continues this tradition, representing an era of stability in American coin design. So, is the 1990 P Jefferson nickel a hidden gem? While it may not make you rich, it's a fascinating piece of history and a must-have for any collector. Check your pockets and you might just find one. If you enjoyed this video, next up, did you know a simple 5-cent coin from 1986 could spark curiosity and even excitement among collectors? Today, we're uncovering the fascinating story behind the 1986 D Jefferson nickel. Why do people want it so badly? Is it really valuable? Let's explore. The Jefferson nickel has been a part of American coinage since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, it features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his iconic home, Monticello, on the reverse. By 1986, this design had become a staple in U.S. currency, but every coin has its unique story. The D on the 1986 Jefferson nickel stands for the Denver Mint, where it was produced. Over 573 million of these coins were struck, so it's not extremely rare. However, collectors are particularly interested in finding coins in pristine condition or with unique errors. For example, misaligned dies, double dies, or other striking errors can significantly increase a coin's value. Always inspect your coins carefully. You might just discover a hidden treasure. Now let's talk money. In circulated condition, the 1986 Jefferson nickel is worth its face value, 5 cents. But if you have a coin in mint state, the value increases significantly. Coins graded MS-65 can sell for $536 to $7,366, and higher grades can fetch even more. Error coins, especially those with unique and rare features, can command prices in the hundreds. So, while the average 1986 nickel isn't wildly expensive, exceptional pieces can turn heads and wallets. Why do so many people want the 1986 Jefferson nickel? It's all about the thrill of collecting. Coins from the 1980s are becoming more nostalgic and desirable, especially for younger collectors. Plus, with so many coins lost to wear and tear, finding one in great condition feels like discovering history. 1986 was an important year for the U.S. Mint. This Jefferson nickel represents continuity in coinage during a period of technological advancements in minting. While the design stayed the same, the coin carried the legacy of American craftsmanship and culture. Every Jefferson nickel, including the 1986 D, tells a story of resilience and evolution in American coinage. So, is the 1986 Jefferson nickel a hidden gem? While it's rare, it's definitely a piece of history and a must-have for collectors looking for quality or errors. Check your coin jars. You might already own one. If you enjoyed this video, next up, do you have a 1964 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark? Could it be worth more than 5 cents? And what's the best way to preserve its value? Stick around as we uncover the history, value, and tips for buying and selling this fascinating coin. The Jefferson nickel, introduced in 1938, was designed by Felix Schlag to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. By 1964, this coin had become a familiar sight in American pockets, with the same iconic design featuring Jefferson's profile on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse. The 1964 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This was a significant year because the U.S. Mint produced over 1 billion nickels to address a growing coin shortage during the mid-1960s. However, no mint mark was used for Philadelphia coins until 1980. The 1964 Jefferson nickel is one of the most widely minted coins of its time, but its significance lies in its transitional era. This was the last year that coins retained traditional minting practices before the U.S. Mint shifted its focus due to rising demand and a shift away from precious metals in other denominations. While not rare, the coin's age and place in history make it a collector's favorite. Now let's talk value. In circulated condition, a 1964 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark is typically worth 5 cents to $457. However, uncirculated examples can fetch $1,636 to $5,356 depending on their grade. For coins graded MS-65 or higher, the value increases to around $3,666 to $4,637. Rare errors, such as double dies or repunched mint marks, can command prices in the hundreds, so inspect your coin carefully. 1. Online platforms. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Coin World Marketplace are great for buying and selling. 2. Local coin shops. Visit your nearby coin dealer to get an appraisal or sell your coin. 3. Coin shows and auctions. These events offer opportunities to connect with collectors and dealers. 4. Social media groups. Join numismatic communities to trade or get advice from fellow collectors. Is it worth holding on to your 1964 Jefferson nickel? If it's in exceptional condition or has unique errors, absolutely. Seal it in a protective coin holder to preserve its quality and maximize its value. On the other hand, if your coin is heavily worn, it might be better to sell it now or use it as a starter piece for a new collector. The 1964 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark may not be a rare treasure, but it's a wonderful piece of history with potential for added value if it's well preserved. Do you own one? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insights from CU Coin Value. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!